We can hook up, hang out, just chill. Whoa. Let me know. I don't wanna step into you this way. See, I've been watching you for a while. Y'all, that song hit. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, child, let me pay attention before I get ran over. Yes, so what's up, guys? I know y'all like, this girl's still alive? Like, yeah, I'm still alive. I promise I'm still alive. Some black gunk on the floor, on the ground. I'm definitely, feeling godly, feeling full of motivation. And, I realized trying to, be in a good mood, to being in a certain mood to make a video, it's kind of overrated at this point, because look at how long it's been since I made a video. I did one of the first videos I've ever done in downtown Dallas. It was in front of that 1999. I think I was like 20 years old when I did that. I'm 24 years old now. But yeah, it's kind of overrated to kind of think that way. Yeah, it's kind of overrated at this point. And so let me give you guys like some type of explanation as to where I've been or what I've been doing. I think the best explanation that I can give is that sometimes you get caught up in having a certain mindset. As you guys probably know, survival mode is really a killer of joy. And it's something that sometimes just makes me feel like, you know what, maybe this is a mindset. This isn't my body that's really doing this to me. It's more so a mindset that you have to shift, that you have to change. And now that I've started to realize that, you have to start with the way that you're thinking, as opposed to trying to fix the physical part of it, taking pain relievers, taking CBD, taking certain medications. Like, for me, anxiety has always been a thing. So, the doctors always want to prescribe you a bunch of meds. ADHD, they want to prescribe you Adderall. And I just feel like so anyway, yes. I realized that if I was going to be able to survive, I would have to change up here. There's no other way to, you know, do it. That's the only way that things will change. And you know, a lot of times people try to make you seem like you're crazy because you think a certain way. But what people in this world don't understand is that at the end of the day, we're all made differently for a reason. We're all made differently for a reason. We all have different aspirations for a reason. We all have different strengths and different weaknesses for a reason. We all have different admirations, different dreams, different goals. We all have different, you know, careers that we want to go into, because we're not all meant to be the same. We're not all meant to, you know, have the same mindset about things. We're all not meant to have our brains wired to think exactly the same way, because that's the way that we're able to connect, and we're able to have such a beautiful world. You know, where you go to Brazil and there's certain music they play there. You go to Africa and there's certain music they play there. You go to America, there's certain music that they play there. Jazz is something that came from America, so that's something that we have in America. But, you know, Spanish flamenco comes from Spain. Shout out Valencia. That is what comes from Spain, so that's the kind of music and that's the flavor that they bring. But there's nothing wrong with Spanish flamenco versus the jazz. There's nothing wrong with neither one. They're both completely different. They're both different in certain ways, but we have to appreciate it all at the end of the day. So, you know, I've just been kind of thinking about that. And more of the story is, you know, depression, anxiety, those are generational curses. Those are things that a lot of people in their family have to deal with. Anxiety, that's the main thing that I've been battling. And it's caused me to be in this survival mode, overthinking, thinking too much all the time, having a hard time being able to clear my mind so that I can actually focus on what it is I'm trying to do. And a lot of times, you know, that's kind of why I'm making this video now, because I want to just get some of my thoughts out, and I think I need to do this more often so that I can kind of just be done. But yeah, I mean, for me, I've been in survival mode. I've just been trying to survive in a lot of different ways, and there's been a lot of, you know, unfortunately, people that have passed away, deaths in the family. 2025 was the year of the snake, and it definitely was that year. A lot of people, a lot of snakes were in the grass and they had to get cut. They had to get cut. They had to get snipped out. And with that being said, you know, it's been kind of lonely, kind of, you know, sad, melancholy on my end, because, you know, when you lose all your friends, when you lose everyone, it's kind of like a heartbreak. It feels even worse than a romantic heartbreak. Don't get me started on heartbreak, but it was for the best. And the bottom line here is that I'm only still here, I'm only still alive because God wants me alive. I'm still alive, I'm still waking up every day. So obviously God wants me here for a reason, and so that's why I'm still pushing. Don't you mind? I don't have my sweater on, but I'm definitely, I'm still kicking it. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Like Queen Latifah said, I'm A-okay.